Well, hello there. Today we're doing an SEO audit of acceleratedgreenworks.com. Howdy, my name is Kieran from Clear Imaging. We design wicked websites. Been doing it for 2 decades and help tons of American companies. We've been around that long because we do it by the rules. So we're on this website. We're going to take a peek and take a look under the hood at the search engine optimizations for this site. So the first thing we're going to look at is the title. So back on the home page, press Ctrl-U to open up the source. And we see the title right here. This is the most important optimization you can make for a website. The title should describe the contents of the page. And it should also feature your best keywords, but in a manner that is not overly done. So we have the company name right here, and then we have their location and their main keyword. Pretty darn good. It could be optimized a little more. I would put ND with Fargo. So landscaping Fargo ND. I would flip that around. And I would also put in contractor, landscaping contractor Fargo ND. That contractor is a keyword, or company, landscaping company or contractor. That would be good to get in there as well. So that would be one edit to the title, and that would be for the home page. So that's one thing that should be done. Another thing is the home page itself doesn't have enough text on it. Text is very important to rank well in Google, and if you don't have enough on the page, Google will dismiss your page as unimportant. How important could it be? It only has 100 words. If your page had 2,000 words, Google would weigh it very differently. In fact, I saw some very interesting statistics on pages that have 3,000 words, and they kill it in Google. Let's open up some inside pages. So we're looking at maybe 200 words on this page. Open up irrigation. We will do just a few of these. Irrigation, again, pretty decent, maybe 400 words. Let's press Control F on the keyboard, type in irrigation, 6 matches. So a nice keyword density here, nice and conservative. An example of a liberal keyword density would be electric. Wow, 164 matches. Electric, look at all that. Too much keyword density, way too much. I might even say on irrigation it's a little too little. So let's get a little bit more keyword action on this irrigation page. Don't have too much, but don't have too little. How about artificial, how about turf? Control F, turf, only 2 matches. Wow. Turf isn't even in their text for this page. That is peculiar. Huh. So you got to have more than that. Keyword density is a very interesting topic. Landscaping, 11 matches. There we go. This is pretty good. This is good to go. So there is no number published by Google. Oh, good Lord. There's no number published by the Google on keyword density. But the idea is it needs to read naturally, right? Text like this is not going to read naturally with having electric so many times, right? But if you don't put it at all, right, like over here, artificial turf, you're not going to get any, you're not going to send any signals to Google that this page is about artificial turf because you're not even mentioning it anywhere. So there's a happy medium. This landscaping page is pretty darn good. They're throwing it into basically every paragraph. And that's kind of a good way to measure that. You know, is my main keyword for the page in every paragraph just once? That's a pretty good ballpark way of estimating it. So think with that. Not too much and not too little. Let's go back. So all in all, these inside pages definitely need some more text. They're a little bit light. Some have more than others. This one is really good. And this one even has headings, which is important. So that's very nicely done. But then we come to this one, water features. It's very Water features, only 2 matches, yeah. What was this? Water features, what was the other one that didn't have a lot of text on it? Artificial turf. I want to compare the text because it looks similar. Ah. So this page is a temporary page. Look, as I click back and forth, they're saying we recently updated our website, and if this message, blah, blah, blah. So these pages are basically empty. So that's really not good, because then you're giving a bad impression to Google when Google crawls this website. You want to have a good first impression. So you're going to leave a bad first impression. You're better off not even having the page. So when you're making your website and you have pages that don't have content yet, do not put the page online. What they're doing is they're just copying this notice, right? This same piece of text on all their pages that are not built yet. And that is going to make a bad first impression. And then they need to then kind of work their way out of that once they add the content. Better off not even making the page. Make the page when the content is ready. Don't do these coming soon pages that don't have any text on them, or the duplicate text. It's a bad idea, don't do it. Okay, moving along. We checked out the inside pages. Let's see what else. We have a company page. Try to open these up. Services. And a blog. So we got some text on this page. Another placeholder page. You don't want to have that. Let's check out the blog. So this is really neat. They've got a blog going. It's been a while. It's been a few years since the last article. But this is a great strategy, and this is definitely something that small businesses that are service-based should be doing. You got to get a blog going so you can create that fresh content regularly and have a place to put it, because you're not going to put your fresh content in the services pages because that's going to confuse the visitor. Do you see what I mean? Your services should only be so many pages, whereas new pages, fresh pages, go into the blog. So articles, do it yourself, news, updates, completed projects, all of that should go in the blog. Services should say services. And this is a great opportunity because the website as it is okay if you just have the basic pages. But by just being okay, you're not going to dominate in Google. The only way you dominate in Google is by going all in, and that usually means creating more content than your competitors. So the way to do it is to make the blog and create an article every week or every 2 weeks, and then by the end of the year you will have made more content than your competitors, and you'll be dominating. And Google will see that you're a source of knowledge in your area, okay, because you have so much unique content. And a great strategy for a landscaping company would be every time you go out and do a custom driveway with paving stones, or a patio, or a walkway, or a retaining wall, a fire pit, a pergola, whatever it is, whenever you go out and do a project, go ahead and just document what you're doing each day on the job site, and then write an overall description of the job from the customer, and then get a testimonial when it's done. And lo and behold, you'll have 500 words of unique, fresh content, all with your main keywords, because it's going to be about the fire pit or whatever it is you were doing. And that's going to be very good content for Google. Your website visitors are going to love it because they're going to see the actual work you're doing with you documenting it. And it's very easy to put it together because you literally just document what you're doing on the job site. There's no thinking, no creativity. It's just you pounding on the keyboard. So for someone in landscaping, that is a great strategy. Do it week in, week out in the blog, And that way you're just going to have so much unique content on your site, Google will take notice, and then you will push the competition beneath you. So that is a great strategy. But if you can't be bothered, of course, you can come on down to Clear Imaging and they can help you with your content. Now, one other thing about this website, the design, it's clear that it's needing to be freshened up a bit. It could use a design facelift. I'm just scrolling through and taking a look at it. This is just a video on SEO, but there's a lot of things here that could be done to improve how this page flows. It's not a very good sales funnel, in other words. It feels, to be brutally honest, a bit generic, like a WordPress template. It looks like a WordPress template was slightly customized. Well, you shouldn't try to make your company fit into a template, because that's not how it works. Your website should be tailored to your company. And this homepage is missing a lot of sales elements. It's kind of like you just land on it and it's really not, the data isn't presented to take you step by step. So there's a lot that could be done for a redesign on a website like this. So also Clear Imaging, of course, helps with that. We design wicked websites, fresh designs, been doing it for 2 decades and helped over 2,500 American companies. So come on down if you want some help with that. And if you're watching this and you want your website to be audited, just let me know. Come on down to clearimaging.com, contact us, and I would be happy to do that and give you some more knowledge so you can grow your business. All right, until then, thank you very much and take care.